What is a data scientist? And what are the differences between a software engineer and a data scientist if they both code? I'm here to answer all your questions today. Or am I really here to meet your requirements? Let's jump right into the juicy questions. What are data scientists and what do they do? I'll jump from data scientist to software engineer a lot of these answers so you can compare and contrast them. Data scientists' main goal is often answering questions, while software engineers instead meet requirements. Throughout their processes, the data scientists will mainly focus on accuracy, deployability, and explanation of their results. Whereas if you're a software engineer, your focus will be on efficiency and fulfilling the user's desired experience. What does that look like? We'll get into that. To best explain what a data scientist is, I'll take you through their workflow, otherwise known as the data science lifecycle. If that sounds boring, don't worry, I'll make this quick and easy for you. Let's say you're Christopher Columbus, and you're setting out for a long, exciting journey across the ocean blue. What's the first thing you need to decide? I'll give you a minute to think about this mentally taxing question. Of course, you need to know where you're going. The joy may be in the journey, but the money is at the destination. So the data scientist needs to have a complete understanding of the problem or the question that they're trying to answer. Now, as Chris, your next step is to start exploring. Data scientists need to explore and clean all of their data so that they can understand its important statistical relationships. They can unify the data from different sources to a similar format, and any unusable data is just thrown away. You might imagine that data collected from call centers looks significantly different from web scraping data or customer purchase history. Now, Christopher, you know your destination is the waterfall at the end of our beautiful flat Earth that will take you soaring and screaming into the cold vacuum of space. And you have many aspirations of exploration. But first, you need to select and prepare a ship that will take you there in one piece. Now that the data scientist understands the question and has prepared the data they need to answer it, they need to choose and train statistical or machine learning models capable of providing accurate answers to that question. Logistic regression, neural networks, decision trees. I'm sure you've heard all of these words before, and if you're interested, I will explain them in future videos, but that is not for today. After speaking with the shipyard, they've prepared a few of the sleekest ships on the high seas for you to choose from. After choosing and training some machine learning models, data scientists have the vital role of comparing their models' results and selecting the model or models that are the most accurate, efficient, and explainable. Maybe the neural network is right 80% of the time, and the decision tree is only correct 75% of the time. However, the neural network's results are almost impossible to explain to whoever's hired you. So maybe our data scientist chooses the decision tree so that they can present and explain the results that they're getting from their models. We are getting close enough to taste that sweet, sweet money at our destination, but we're still missing a couple crucial steps. Chris, you need to set sail. The data scientist now needs to deploy their answer to the question. Maybe their model automatically decides whether your loan application is accepted. Or maybe it's helping Food Lion to decide whether the beer should be placed next to the cheese or the Cheez-Its. But it needs to be deployed somewhere. This video is not sponsored, but I wish it was. Food Lion and Cheez-Its, please contact me. My DMs are open. Now, Chris, I'm so proud of you for setting sail to the ends of the earth. But what if your ship springs a leak on the way there? Had you considered that? Data scientists are also responsible for monitoring and adjusting their models, even after deploying them into production. Maybe, God forbid, we run into a shortage of Cheez-Its. That model needs to be tweaked to give Food Lion some better results. Alright, now super fast conclusion. Data scientists are given a question, explore and prepare the data, choose and train models, assess those models, deploy their chosen models, and monitor and adjust their models over time. Now, it's been a while since we talked about software engineers. I hope you haven't forgotten about them. Mom asks you to get groceries and graciously grants you a massive list. Once you've read and understood that list, you've already accomplished part 1 of the software development lifecycle. Read and understand the requirements. Did you know there's a lot of strategy behind grocery shopping? You make plans to eat before you're shopping, thus preventing and efficient use of time and money at Food Lion. Software engineers now analyze the requirements and create a design to fulfill all the requirements in the most efficient way possible. I think mom's calling you. Where are the groceries? You need to buy them. In my opinion, this is by far the most fun part. The software engineer can finally sit down and implement or code the design that they've planned for this project. I'll do us all a favor and drop the metaphor, sadly. Let's finish this life cycle quickly. The next step is testing. Software engineers test each step of their implementation process unit by unit, and also, when all the pieces are put together, they will test it as a system. Now, we're back at that sweet money. Deploy your solution that fulfills all the requirements, gives the user a pleasing experience, and runs smoothly and efficiently. Just like in data science, software engineers are also responsible for maintenance of their solutions, and depending on the design process that they choose, they may iterate through the previously explained steps many times before they're satisfied with their solution and they cease support. So again, software engineers understand requirements, design, implement, test, deploy, and reiterate. There is so much more to say about these awesome careers, but I'll save it for future videos. If you want to know more about the tools they use, the challenges they face, how to become one or maybe both, or any other related questions, stay tuned because I have loads of content planned and prepared on these subjects. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I hope to see you again.